Afternoon, everyone. Today it's Sunday. We're gonna go to the 5th week of the circuit breaker, and I think it's a good time to introduce you our Rhone Valley wines. We have here in CHATEAU, we have a fantastic selection of Rhone Valley wines for a few reasons. One of the reasons is I have been in my career many times in the Rhone Valley. I'm from Geneva, Switzerland, so that's where the Rhone River begins. So it's very close to my hometown. Also, the cuisine that I have here in CHATEAU fits very well, pair very well with Rhone Valley wines. So Rhone Valley, it starts in Geneva, like I say, and then go all the way down to Marseille, to the Mediterranean Sea. So you have a lot of different climates in the Rhone Valley. So the wines are quite different in the north, where they are made mostly of Syrahs, and then which the climate is not too warm. And then while we go down to the Mediterranean Sea, we get to much drier climate, much more rocky soils, hot weather, and then where the wines are much more powerful. We're gonna start with the Châteauneuf-du-Pape, which are the most famous wines of the Rhone Valley, I think, which they are in the area of Avignon, so quite much down south, quite rocky soil, which are so those soils are very well drained, and a lot of sun, so make wines quite powerful. Usually the Châteauneuf-du-Pape are always a mix of Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvèdre, what we call the GSM, mostly for the Rhone Valley wine and mostly for the Châteauneuf-du-Pape, but with exception because it's not compulsory to use these three grape variety for making Châteauneuf-du-Pape. Châteauneuf-du-Pape here, Clos des Brusquières, 2013. It's a very easy-going Châteauneuf-du-Pape. It's not the too bold, velvety, ripe fruit Châteauneuf-du-Pape that you mostly know. This one is a little bit more easygoing, fruit-driven wine that you can finish very easily because it's a little bit I will say on the lighter side. It's very extremely good value for money as well. So it's a wine that I really like. Something a little bit more bold, more like dark fruits, berries, plums, super smooth and velvety mouthfeel. Chateau PEGAU, 2013. Amazing wine, really good quality wine. We have also, I think, a very reasonable price at $75 net for this wine. I don't know how many years we will be able, not how many months more we will have this kind of price for such a quality Châteauneuf-du-Pape. We have another interesting Châteauneuf-du-Pape here, Le Puy Rolland in all vine. This wine is made 100% of Grenache. It's made to be drank when you open the bottle. So the winemaker here make this wine to be drank straight away. So sometimes you see, I think this one is 2016, 2017. So you think, oh, it's too young for Châteauneuf-du-Pape. It should be aged more, or it should be decanted, or it should be wait 1 hour before you drink. But actually, this wine is the winemaking style make it a wine that you can drink straight out of the bottle, which is a really nice, fantastic wine. It's a discovery for me. Just about 6 months ago, I discovered this wine. I'm quite hooked with it. So all those wines will go very well with our steaks, our côte de bœuf, a nice prime rib, or pepper steak, CHATEAU's specialty, this peppery ribeye, which those wines can hold very well the peppercorn, the spiciness of the peppercorn. This Châteauneuf-du-Pape, I have sold this over many years before CHATEAU already. The winemaker is TARDIEU Laurent, and I always use their older vintage, 2005. I have sold for many years after they finished the stock. Now we are moving on to 2006, which drank super well. Of course, it's a bit of older vintage, so you don't have as much fresh fruits. It's a bit more settled, but it's a beautiful wine. We have a new one that we just started recently, Clos Saint-Jean. We have it in white and we have it in red. So Châteauneuf-du-Pape is also nice for white. I mean, Rhone Valley white, to be honest, is not my favorite. I prefer the Chardonnays or the Sauvignon Blanc in general, and the grape variety for Rhone Valley white is not my favorite. It's a bit too floral for me. But Châteauneuf-du-Pape white are always, for me, something above in quality. And this one is 100% Roussanne, the grape variety. So it's a really stunning wine. Moving on out of Châteauneuf-du-Pape, in the same area in the south, Gigondas. I'm gonna pour some. So same area, hot stone soil, very stony, very hot climate. So those wines, those Gigondas, you find them very often very spicy, very peppery, which match really well your meats, and always alcohol content a little bit on a higher side because of the warm climate. Here is 14.5. This is a new Gigondas that I just listed. I'm gonna try it now. I have tried it a few times, but it's a very nice wine. Nice dark berries, black pepper, really nice, smooth, super well made. I think this is a wine that we retail at $50, $52 net, to give you an idea. So it's not as expensive as the Châteauneuf-du-Pape. The appellation Gigondas is a little bit cheaper, more affordable. I have another Gigondas here from Igigal, fantastic house of the Rhone Valley, one of the most famous, or the most famous. They make absolutely stunning wines, those guys. I mean, it's a big house, they produce a lot of bottles, they have a big reputations, and they hold on to it. Now the grandfather has started that, the father ran it for many years, and now the son took it over. They keep the quality of those wines always absolutely superb. So it's really, you can really trust any label of Igigal. I think it's really quality wines. The Gigondas is absolutely superb. I have Hermitage from them as well. Hermitage is a little bit more expensive. They are from the north of the Rhone Valley, so they are made 100% of Shiraz. So usually the northern Rhone wines, the Côte-Rôties, the Hermitage, 100% Shiraz, they are more, they are a bit lighter, a bit more silky. You cannot compare them to Pinot Noirs, to Burgundy, but they are a bit more, in that personal opinion, I find they are more elegant wines than the one from the southern Rhone. So absolutely superb wine. In a price range completely different. In a wine, a table wine that you can drink every day. Simple Côte du Rhône. This is made 100% of Mourvèdre, and you can drink that lunch, dinner, anytime. It's not so, it is medium, I say medium body, and is nice red fruits, easy to drink, super good value for money wine. I mean, it's what you expect in a French restaurant, in a French brasserie, a small little wines for a normal daily meal. So we have that. There is something which is an appellation that you may know or may not know, a little bit smaller appellation near Gigondas. There is this appellation called RASTEAU. So also a very hot climate over there, very rocky soil. very spicy wine. Very this is even more big. It's very big. It's very alcoholic wine. Very strong wine, which is very good with the meat. You need to eat. You cannot have a bottle of wine like that without food. You need to eat when you have that. The appellation RASTEAU. Next to it, there is another appellation called Keran, also the same kind of style wine. Other wines also, we carry a bit of organic wines which are really beautiful. This one called Boudzan is from Madelibian. Very nice wine. Is made of Grenache and Shiraz. $48 a bottle net. You can complain. Another one, super interesting, also completely organic, made by a very nice winemaker, François Laurent. This one, he called it Il fait soif. I'm thirsty. So it tells you exactly all about this wine. I mean, as soon as you open the bottle, you basically finish it because it drinks so well. You will finish the bottle in no time, and then maybe you open a second one. So I think that's all. I'll introduce you all the Rhone Valley one that we have. We have some magnums as well. We have a magnum of Clos Saint-Jean 2016, 155 net. Super good price for Châteauneuf-du-Pape of this quality. Voilà, so that was to introduce you our range of Rhone Valley wine that we carry, not only now during the circuit breaker. Now, of course, we only have them as retail, but then they are also available all year round in ATAU on our wine list. I will say that our red wine focus in ATAU, it is Rhone Valley wine, Châteauneuf-du-Pape and those appellations. So I hope you will have a chance to try them one of these days. Next week we will have some interesting classes coming up with escargot. We're gonna teach you how to make crème caramel. We're gonna show you how we make our Mother's Day cake. Next week, it's next Sunday, it's Mother's Day, so we're gonna make a beautiful cake for that occasion. We're gonna show you how we make that. We will have steak frites, simple steak frites, and some more. So enjoy your Sunday and see you soon. Cheers.